This is just a look at how to build some Lego train track from regular Lego pieces. A while ago I did this video using these old style fence pieces. It did quite well, the video, but basically you can run the train track on these fence pieces with a gap of 4 studs in between. It runs really smoothly and it works surprisingly well. Now, many people suggested I use these more modern, smaller fence pieces. As you can see, the profile is offset to one side rather than being in the centre. So people didn't seem to think it'd work. And I thought you might have to use a jumper stud to make it work. But anyway, it does work. Again, with a gap of 4 studs in between. If you just have them both facing the same side, as you can see like I've done there, it works. And you can see now, I've just done this decoration below to sort of show something you can add under the track. But it works. The train will run on these smaller fence pieces, which are really commonly available. I got these from a pick a brick wall a while back. It allows you to make track a bit more interesting. As you can see, I've stuck some regular track onto it. It's not really held on properly or anything, but it's to do the job to show it does work. And you can transition from official Lego track molded pieces to this fence track. Here, just using the small, just a set of wheels to show how smoothly it runs across them. And in a minute, I'll get a train out, and here you go. Running the train powered up across, it does go across them. Now, one of the obvious questions is, why would you want to build brick-built track? I mean, one of them is the price of the track. It is quite expensive. But also, I think it gives you many more options in sort of designing what the layout will look like. I mean, the actual track will look like. If you see here, I've used these brick-built pieces and the sideways brick pieces to create a cobbled stone, whatever effect look. But you could do much more with brick-built track. And also, if you just wanted it for a smaller model, it's an option. And here you can see I've just built up an extra layer, and it gives you a much deeper track, gap, trough, whatever, under their rails. So, I mean, you can lay a minifigure down there, but you could build something up. You could do this, like, I don't know, 10 bricks high if you wanted, and have an ultra-high bridge that you could then build in this gap underneath. And as you see, it runs over perfectly. So you could sort of have the option to build as many bricks high as you want and still have the train running smoothly over the top with a straight gap down without having the bits of the actual rail track, the studs from the rail track. It's basically a solid drop down. This is just the design I've done for this one. I don't know if is that an illegal technique, using those bricks like that? They are stuck in place, but I don't know if the Lego police can get me. But you could do something like this. Have the rail pieces straight onto a base plate, and then you only got a slightly raised up bit. I mean, if you want to do a futuristic style tram, I mean, this could look pretty cool. Here I've just done all white, just so you can see, you could just blend this track in. And I think it's gives you quite a few decent options for coming up with something pretty cool where the track's a bit more hidden than the big bulky Lego track pieces. If you're just doing a small like diorama or model, you could just do a section of track using these pieces, the fence pieces, and it would look pretty good. You wouldn't need to invest in the Lego track itself. I mean, these fence pieces are the old style, where it's going to be, it's risen up a lot higher, and it's a bit more obvious than this style where it's just sort of out the ground. It looks quite cool. I mean, you could put plates on the side of the fences even, or studs in there. I'm sure it'd still work on the outside to decorate them a bit more and keep them a bit more hidden. But this is just, I'm going to stop going on about this, but basically this is how you can make some Lego track out of regular bricks that are pretty easy to come by. I mean, I got a box full of these at the brick wall, and they don't cost much at all. So yeah, is this a cash-in on my other successful video from a few years back or a year back? Possibly, but it's another way to do it, and this way is actually better than before. Is it illegal? Quite possibly.